Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Amara. I'm the owner of Snuggling the Designs. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every one of you, every engagement, every support. I appreciate every one of you. So in today's video, we are going to be adding a border to a blanket. Let's say you finish making your baby blanket or a lap throw or even an adult throw or a king size blanket and you're like, maybe I can add something else to this blanket to make it look unique or make it look better or something like that. And a border is always a good idea. So I'm going to be showing you how we can add a border to this blanket. This is a baby blanket that I made. It's like a Christmas themed baby blanket. The pattern is available on Etsy if you're wondering. But today we are focusing on adding a border. So I'm going to be adding a white border to it and then show you how you can also do it. So grab your blanket, grab your yarn. Let's get going. To add the border on your blanket, you need your piece of yarn, like maybe one skein. You're not going to finish it. You can decide to add multiple colors of borders. That's fine. But after you have your yarn that you want to work with, you want to identify the two, like on the every side of the blanket. There are two of each loop on every side of the blanket. This is the bottom side. This is my right side. You can see there is always two of it at all times. Same as the top part, there is always two. So it doesn't matter the corner you want to start with. Any corner you want to start with, they all have that two loops. Let's just call it two loops. So loop one, loop two, top and bottom. You grab your yarn that you want to use for the border. You leave a tail because when you come back, you're going to need the tail to connect both of them. You leave a tail, just a small tail, doesn't need to be too much. Then you want to go inside the two that you've identified. Go in from the first one, then go in again from the second one. So now you have two. Okay, you have two. You want to join these two together. You want to join both of them and then connect it. There's like hand crochet method because you're working with two at the same time. So everything is kind of two. So you only do this loop one, loop two on the first one. Every other one, you're just going in. This is going to be a little bit challenging, especially if your cast on is very small and very tight. So you want to still make it about 3 fingers. You join these two together and pull. I hope that makes sense. So you join it, pick the working yarn, grab these two, and knit. This is how the border is going to look like. This my white yarn is very fluffy. It's very fluffy. So you knit, you go in, you have one from the top, you have two, the one you just pull through, join both of them together and knit. This border covers both sides. This type of border covers both sides. There is another type of border that just goes only in front of the blanket. It doesn't cover the back. I prefer this one. This one is really cute and elevates the blanket, kind of. The other one is still cute, but if you've watched any of my videos, I always have a personal preference. So you continue doing this. It's very easy. The only challenging part you might have is pulling it out. But once you pull it out, grab the both of them and knit. See how it's looking already. Like it's adding extra beauty to this blanket. I'm going to continue this, get to the corner, and show you what to do at the corners. Okay, we are almost at the edge, like almost done with one corner. There are four corners. The blanket has four corners. So this is the edge of the blanket. When you get to the edge, definitely what you do is you add your first border. I think I knitted this blanket too tight. It's really too tight. Okay, so you add the first one at the corner. You want to add a second one. So at the corners, you want to add two of the borders because one is going to complete coming from this side. This is my right, coming from right to left. This first one is going to complete it. Then when you do a second one, the second one is the beginning to go this way. So now I'm going to turn this, going to turn it over, still keeping my working yarn in the other direction, and see the edge here doesn't have any holes or gap in it if you do it like that. So you want at every corner or at every edge of a corner, like the edge of a table, at every edge of a corner, you want to add two of the border, like you want to double it before you continue going the other direction. So now I've done that. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue doing this until I finish. It's very easy to do. The only difficulty you may have is like if the loops are too tight, it might be a little, just a little bit challenging, but you get it done. So don't forget, you're going through the two. So when you put your finger through, you need to have these two loops up. Don't forget that. We're not doing just one, we're doing both of them together. But all sides, the top, left, right, all should have these two loops for you to walk the border. Then when you pull through, grab the one and knit. We are almost done with this. I'm almost at the end. So I'm going to show you. I think this one. Yeah. So this is where we started. Remember, this is where we started. So I've gotten to the end. Going to pull. Which one is it? Oh, okay. This is my walking yarn. Pull, and then this is not. It's not seamless how I want it. Okay. Okay. So we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end where we started. So I'm going to show you how you can finish this off. We already have one coming out from this end, so I'm going to put a second one. Oh, okay, for the second one, then I'm going to grab this. Oh, no, that's not what I found. Okay, so I've put one in here. I'm going to like try to get this walking yarn from, you get the walking yarn from the first one we added. You pull the walking yarn through so it can come to the front, then you use it to secure this one and to put this one back. I don't know if you get what I did. So when we started, this was the tail. This was the tail that I asked you to leave. So this tail, we're going to bring it up to the front through the first one we made, the first border we added. You pull it up so it comes to the front. Now we're going to use it to finish this one. Why it's so it covers this. Okay, I'm going to trim this one off. Uh, so we're going to tie this together here. Okay, and just tuck it in just to hide it. I usually like to burn it. I usually like to burn it, or you can use what is it called, thread and needle. Since it's a white yarn, I could use a white thread and a needle and then sew these together, but that way it covers the end. I don't know where my thread and needle is right now, so I'm not going to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. And this is the, we are all done with the border, and the border is given, it's given everything it's supposed to give. I really like how it just elevated this blanket, although I think I would have it would have been better if I had more extra colors of yarn, like the 4 colors that I used for this blanket, each color on each side. That would have been really great, but the white one really did a good job. You can see it came out from both sides. I'm going to do another tutorial of how you can make it just to come out on one side if you don't want it coming out on 2 sides. But I think the 2 sides is always better. This is it. The all 4 sides of the blanket. Like, this is looking gorgeous. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this tutorial? Did you enjoy it? Have you added a border to your blanket before? Will you be trying it out now if you haven't before? Was this tutorial helpful? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time on another tutorial.